Hello friends. Today I am going to show you a quick demo of the new tools that we added in Schema recently. And these tools allow the agent to generate layout compositions in EtchWP by remixing your existing patterns. We will also see how we can provide the agent with some pattern-specific context in order to help it make more meaningful decisions when it is composing the layout. So first I wanted to share a couple of thoughts on why we believe using pre-made patterns makes sense. First of all, we do not need to generate every single section from scratch. I mean, how many times do you need to generate a simple section with a 3-column grid and icon cards? Okay. Next, this process is highly more efficient regarding the tokens. Instead of spending thousands, potentially tokens for the agent to generate a pattern from scratch, the agent will only spend a few hundreds, in worst case, tokens just to assemble the layout composition. Next, you always have predictable output. You do not lose time going back and forth with the agent, correcting minor errors or mistakes or misunderstandings. And sometimes, the agent might just go crazy, okay? So you get rid of all that and you always get the output you expect. Next, you have structural consistency, especially if you use Automatic.CSS as the backbone of your design system and spacing and colors and typography and everything. Finally, you have a library of curated material. Yes, it takes time to build a library of patterns, but trust me, in the end, the benefit is just huge. Take your time, collect your favorite patterns from any third-party pattern library, create your own, generate your own, but in any case, you know what you are working with. Just a quick reminder, in EtchWP, it is very easy to save any section as a pattern. You just click on the section, right-click, create pattern. And what this does is it actually saves the section from EtchWP as a native pattern that you can find in the site editor. If you go to patterns, you will see I have a huge list of patterns. Some of them I have built myself, some of them are generated, some of them I copied from the official Etch pattern library website. Let's try to edit one. You will see the schema icon, and if you click on it, you will see a couple of options here. We have a text area where you can add specific context for this pattern. Okay, first of all, not every pattern from your library should be included into, let's say, the agent context. Okay. There are definitely some patterns that you want the agent to completely disregard. For those patterns that you want the agent to disregard, just disable the toggle, okay? If you enable the toggle, this pattern will be available to the agent. So this is how some pattern-specific context looks like. You just add a description for this pattern. Now, of course, you don't need to manually edit the context for every pattern. You can ask the agent to inspect the HTML of the patterns and infer a description. You can also find an area where you can quickly enable or disable the context status for each of your patterns and quickly edit the context if you want for each of them. Again, this is something that the agent can take care for you, as we will see in a while. Keep in mind that there is a dedicated tab for pattern categories, so essentially you can add context to the categories as well. Okay, so now let's see how this practically works. I have a prompt here. I ask the agent to give me a summary of the ACSS styles in my demo site and then get a list of the existing patterns. Okay, so the agent has given me a summary of the styles, and it has also given me a list of my existing patterns. Let's see what it has done. So 7 hero sections, 7 content sections. Okay. The agent has noticed that several patterns have empty context. Okay. And 2 patterns with identical name. Okay. Let's focus on that and ask it to inspect those patterns and add the context. Okay, the agent has added context to all the patterns that were missing it. So now let's try to create a new page and ask the agent to create a layout. Okay, so I'm asking it to create a new page and create a layout composition for a services page. Okay, let's ask it to create the layout and we'll see how it goes. Let's preview. Okay, looking good. So that was pretty much it, my friends. Thank you very much for your time. Definitely let us know in the comments what you think about this feature. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.